Hi friends. I made a lot of emails today and left a lot of voicemails, and I recorded my calls. I didn't get to talk to a live person. I'm going to invite a few people on here, and I just want to talk about what we can do when we're not in the place where injustice and evil is happening. We need to start acting upon these injustices when they're done. So Brianna Bundy did a live stream earlier this morning, and I hope she doesn't mind that I do this video, but I can't go to bed unless I get this out. Yeah, I know, Carrie, I told you I was going to bed, but I just saw another post, and you guys, these families have gone through more and more than any of us could imagine all year long. And the time for saying I'm sorry and sharing and all that is over. We need to do action. So I know from everything we did in Portland, everything we've done at Pahrump before, everything that we've done with where Joe Robertson is, these phone calls and emails do work. They do help. But we need to have the numbers. So at the top of this video, and I'll go ahead and put it in the comments here, there's a link to a form on the website. There's a phone number you can call, hit option 9 and leave a voicemail for the warden secretary. And I would love to see 200 emails sent tonight and 100 or more phone calls made tonight leaving a message, so when they go into the office tomorrow, their voicemail box is full of, you guys denied Brianna Bundy and those 5 beautiful little girls from seeing their dad. It's wrong. They have a right to see Mel. Mel has a right to see his family. They can't just change the rules when they want to change them, you guys. Their website, I have pictures also that their policy doesn't say how many kids are allowed, how many kids are not allowed. When me and Jessica went back in May, they didn't say anything about how many kids were allowed. They said like 3 adults or 3 people. So I'm going to ask everyone to copy and paste the top of this video or the comments, put it on your page, and ask 10 friends to send an email for Mel and Brianna Bundy and make a phone call. It takes 2 minutes to type up a quick little, hey, I heard that a family got denied visits today. I'm not okay with that. They have the right to visit each other. It's also not okay that those guards are being rude to her. That's unacceptable, you guys. I have been on the other end where the guards are rude to you. I know a couple people, other people, and it does not feel good. It's not right. They are not the king. They are not the master. We need to act when we see these things. We've been saying we need stuff sent to the White House and we need phone calls, and the response from everybody isn't there, to be honest with you guys. There's like 10, 15 people that consistently that I see do take action when this stuff is going on. So I'm asking everyone just to step it up for Mel and Brianna. That's not okay what happened today. I could see the hurt in her eyes in her video, and you know, these prisons and their staff just doing your job. I don't understand how you can go home and sleep at night when you didn't let 5 little girls see their dad. And he's a pre-trial detainee. All our guys are, you guys. If they haven't had trial yet, their rules and rights and everything are way different than someone who's convicted. This private prison, a lot of them were closed down, and the federal government took them over, and they're part of Bureau of Prisons now. So why this one is still a private one, I'm not sure. But there's an easy form online, phone call. It took me a couple minutes to make phone calls today and a couple minutes to fill out a form. So I'm asking everyone to step it up, please. And I love everybody, but the bickering and going back and forth and sharing and saying I'm sorry is not good enough. Put yourself in their shoes. What if that was you? Because it could be you one day. Seriously. I know in my heart it hurts and it bothers me, and it's not a good feeling to be called a security threat. Okay? I can't go see Joe because I'm a security threat. And that does not feel good. And having the guards at the front talk down to me, and basically the one guard's nice, but the other ones, and them just treating you like you're trash and you're dirt and you're beneath them. No, they get paid by our tax dollars. You guys, this place may be a little bit different because it's private, but we need the phone calls. We need the emails. So copy and paste the text, copy it on your page, and challenge 10 people to send emails and phone calls today. These things do work when we get hundreds of them done at the same time. Okay? Mine was short and sweet. It was, I heard that Brianna Bundy and 5 little girls did not get to see their husband and dad because your staff changed the rules, or there's a change in, who was working, and it's not right. When they drive that far to go see their dad, they should be able to go see him, period. Why, if they're saying there's only a certain number allowed or something like that, why not say, okay, well, we'll do this exception this time, but next time you need to do, it's evil, you guys. They think they're in control, and it's not right. We've seen it over and over for a year. These call campaigns and email campaigns do work, but you need to step it up. So I'm just going to stay on here until I see people actually doing it. We'll just do that. We'll just have a nice little conversation about prison abuse and prison neglect and the impact it has on these families, you guys. I don't understand. Love your neighbor. What if it was you? What if it was you? So I'll post those links again here. And you guys can tag 10 of your friends and challenge them to send emails and make phone calls. Leave voicemail. It's really easy. Option 9 on the phone number. And on the form, I did the, media relations and something. But we definitely, we got John on the ground in Nevada right now, and he's able to go see the guys as a clergy. So that's positive news that they kind of get like a face-to-face visit. So that's really cool. And, but these guys should be able to see their family, period. They really should be able to see their family. All right, so I'm going to share this and tag 10 people, and everyone else needs to share this and tag 10 people. Because what happened to Brianna Bundy today is absolutely unacceptable, and to Mel. They should be able to see each other, period. Put yourself in their shoes. Just think for a minute that you have a loved one locked up unjustly. It's been about a year, and you drive far to go see them, and because the staff and the guards think they're above you, they treat you like crap, and they, excuse my language, they, I don't get it. I drove from Colorado, I carpooled with a coworker and drove from Colorado to Oregon, and got on a few of the guys' lists just to be support, and honestly, we were testing the visitor list, and they told me no, and we're like, well, I came from Colorado. They didn't care. So this place, Pahrump, you don't have to be on a visitor list. So why has most people been able to go in and do everything, and today was different? So we need to be loud and clear, especially because this is a private prison, you guys. There's a lot more. I think that if the public and the news and everything got out about them denying 5 little girls seeing their dad, if we put enough pressure on them, they won't do that anymore. And they're probably starting to act like this because, in my opinion, someone from the top is calling the shots, just like with Joe Robertson. Someone from the top doesn't want him seeing anybody, and someone from the top is, probably because it's close to trial, telling CCA down in Pahrump that you guys mess with the visitor list, do this, do that. So put yourself in their shoes, that you have a loved one locked up and you're only able to see them every so often, and you drive that long way, and just imagine being a kid. And that's like a kid getting all excited to see their dad or their mom, and they don't show up, or they can't see them. The Bundy family is a strong family, you guys, but we need to help when things like this happens. Okay, we need action. We don't need the I'm sorries and sharing and, oh, it's just another story of another abuse, another injustice happening. We need the action. Brianna said it herself. We need to be writing Trump. We need to be writing our elected officials. We need to be active in our communities. We need to let CCA know what they did today is unacceptable. And they will be held accountable, you guys. One day, all this will matter. I promise you. The actions, when we do calls to actions with the letters and the writing and it's a paper trail. Okay? So, please step up the game. Invite everybody to this. I'll just stay on here till I know at least 10 people that I know sent a form or made a phone call. I'll just kind of go through the comments here. Because, and you guys can jump on and off and copy paste what you need to paste. But what else are we going to do, you guys? How much worse is this going to have to get? Thank you, Sylvia. How much worse is it going to have to get? I guess I could kind of tell you guys a story. When me and Jessica went to Nevada back in May, we didn't really know who all we were going to meet or what we were going to do. And we had worked with the families and we got to visit Mel. And he was smiling and happy and all that. And then we ended up going to the Bundy Ranch. And we met Brianna and we met most of the kids. And we got to hold that little baby. And at that time, some financial help was needed, and we were driving home, and Mel happened to call Jessica and just said, hey, I heard you're, helping with fundraising and doing a sponsor thing. Brianna does need some extra help right now. And when that call was made, we were in a spot in the mountains where normally there's no signal. The call held on for us, and we pulled over. And during that phone call, I had a person that went with us to Nevada message me and say, hey, I didn't have to spend my $95 on a hotel. Who can I donate it to? So little things like that. And when you personally meet these amazing people and you feel their light and their spirit and you personally get to know them, when things like this happen, like when things happen with Joe Robertson, that touches my heart. And when things happen with Mel and Brianna, because I've met them, and I've talked to, I just, my heart says, okay, and all of them matter, you guys. All of them matter. But certain ones touch certain hearts. So if you have a political prisoner and you know of an abuse happening or an injustice, pick up your camera and talk. Put together a picture, put together a post, put together a call to action. It doesn't have to always just be certain people doing these kinds of things. If you don't know me by now, I don't like doing these things, but God guides me and He tells me that I need to stand up and do something. Because what is going on is not right. It's not right. So just like that drive in the mountains and that phone call hanging on, and then someone asking, where do I donate money? And then the sponsor group started, and then we've been doing, whenever, extra needs are made, we do post and we raise money as a community. And you have True Texas Patriot Gear doing auctions. You have all this great stuff where these families, when they need that extra help, we as a nation are there. The government's not going to bail them out. We as a community and loving our neighbors going to help. So please take the text at the top of this video, put it on your page, challenge 10 people to send an email form to CCA about what they did today about denying 5 little girls and Brianna from seeing Mel. It's not right. They should not be able to do that. So go ahead and let's just get work done, you guys. We need to spark up that flame again that, when we get mad and angry and upset, that's fine. That's a natural feeling. It is hard, but turn that into motivation to do something. Excuse me. Motivate yourself to do something, because it could be you one day. And I mean, it's almost a year that most of these guys are in there. And it's got to be taking a toll on them. I know they're strong people, but it just breaks my heart for those kids. It really does. So I say the email form, and then if you can, take a picture when you're done sending it, and just so, I mean, at this point, I hate to say this, you guys, but we need to almost really start holding each other accountable. We need to, when something like this happens, what happened to Brianna today, when I look through her video and all I see is I'm sorry's and shares. I don't see anybody doing anything when she asked us, like, to step up and do something. So, yeah, I'll recap. So, at this point, I'm going to ask people that you comment when you've actually done the action, which right now is calling CCA. The phone number's at the top of this video, and I'll put it in the comments again here. And sending a form on their website. What happened today is Brianna Bundy and those 5 little Bundy girls drove to Pahrump, Nevada to go see Mel, and that was denied. They were disrespectful. I don't want to put words in Brianna's mouth, but they treated her like trash, and it was just unacceptable that they basically said since Crystal, the warden secretary, wasn't there, she was making special accommodations or something, that she couldn't bring all 5 girls with her to go see Mel, and they denied it. They didn't even say, well, let's go ahead and do it this time, and the next time you can make the special accommodation. They just flat out denied it. And that's not right. Mel has a right to see his family, and his family has a right to see him. Especially because he's a pretrial detainee. That's one thing David Fry taught me, and I didn't realize it for a long time, but they're basically supposed to sum it up, they're supposed to just be housed. So when they're throwing them in solitary, denying them visitors, punishing them, giving them incident reports, doing all this stuff to them, they're not supposed to be able to do that with pretrial detainees. And I promise you guys, since this is a private prison, if we get 300 forms sent and 200 phone calls made with voicemails, or till we fill that voicemail up, when you dial this number, hit option 9. Next time one of these family members goes into that place, I don't think it's going to happen again. But to make sure that happens, let's have a goal of tonight, those contacts being made, and tomorrow do it again, and Sunday do it again, and Monday do it again. 3 straight days of hundreds of contacts made will make the difference. Okay? I promise you, it'll work. And also, we can just keep praying, because I think that gets most of us through the day. I know I lit my candle twice today because I've been feeling very, where is everybody? Where's the action? Where's the, when things like this happen, where is everybody? In the beginning of all this, the call campaigns and the email campaigns, and we had hundreds of people on whoever did the post, and you don't have to be me to do this. You guys can do it. Okay? I mean, you want to respect the families and get permissions. I'm going off of Brianna's video. She was just like, you guys, what'd she say? Blow the horn. Like, let's get on this, because enough is enough. It's time to step it up. Love your neighbor and put yourself in their shoes. What if you're the political prisoner? Are people going to stand for you outside? What if you're the families that are having to go through this, being separated and not having the daddies at home? Could you handle it? Could you be as strong as most of them are? I mean, really think about that. Because I promise you, we have the Hammonds in prison for putting a backburn on their property. We have Joe in prison for putting a pond on his property. And we have the Bundys and all the other guys in prison for standing up for their rights. And my phone's cutting out.